Hi y'all, this is Shadows Enigma again, with another video. There's some things I want to talk about. The first thing I want to talk about is um, smite community again. I mean, come on. There's two guys that I just recently played with. They're both from Xbox. Uh, One of them is Primate. I'm reading it off piece of paper because I wrote them down. Primate 3666 and Jokaku with this, and then there's a space in between, and then Enjo 3785. Okay, so I'm gonna spell these gamer tags out. Primate 3666, and then Jokaku, and then there's a space ENJO 3785. These guys right here have no respect for anybody. Anybody who talks smack or shit about a child doesn't deserve, in my opinion, does not even deserve to be able to play any kind of game or any kind of console. And here's why. You're gonna sit there and talk. They're gonna sit there and talk shit about an innocent child who has nothing to do with the conversation in the game, no matter what game it is, and they bring it up just to get under your skin. And of course, if you're a father and you understand how much that is irresponsible for somebody to talk smack about your own kids and whatnot, it's going to trigger you instantly. If you're any kind of good father or good parent in general, it's going to trigger you regardless. It's going to make you mad. It will make you mad. Trust me, I got mad. I was furious at first, and then I kind of collected myself, and like immediately after I said what I had to say, and which wasn't really YouTube worthy. So I'm not gonna say it again on YouTube because I know for sure it'd be against YouTube regulations and whatnot. But yeah. So these two guys, apparently what happened was, mid lane. I was playing mid lane in Conquest, a casual game, and I was playing Ra. Okay, well I'm facing a Chang'e who has max cooldowns. Okay, well near max cooldowns if anything. So, and I couldn't build cooldowns because of the fact that I was trying to survive against the Chang'e, let alone trying to build stacks and whatnot and go from there. Well, it got to the point to where that Chang'e was ganking right lane, and I tried to, let them know, like, enemy mystic middle, ward right, and I was going to ward mid. Well, they're like, well, ward middle. I'm like, okay, fine, I could do that. That's fine. And they didn't ward right, even though they were told like 4 or 5 times. So what it was they got mad because apparently they wanted me to chase Chang'e all around the map, and that's not always the case. I can't be everywhere all at once. I got my mid lane to manage. I got to help when I can, if I can, and go from there. And this was after the first engagement, which when Chang'e first went over there. I went over there and I got a couple of kills and I helped out in right lane. And then I ran out of mana. Well, I had to retreat, so I'll be like, be right back, I'm out of mana, So I retreated, and they got mad about that because they died to Chang'e. So I'm like, it's not my fault. I even told you I was out of mana. They didn't want to understand. They didn't want to understand at all. So after being told to ward right, if you know how to play Smite, you'll know what I'm saying. Go downstairs, JJ. I'm not done. I'll talk to you after a bit. Go on downstairs. So cool. Go show mommy. Right now I'm making a video. Sorry about that, guys. So with that being said, after they were told to ward right numerous times, and this is after I at least warded mid on the right side at least once, which I wound up warding 2 or 3 times. Okay, pretty sure it was only twice, but just in case that I'm still a little bit mad and a little bit frustrated about what they were doing and how they said things. It may have been 3 at the maximum. So they get mad because of the fact that I'm not I'm not following Chang'e, okay, and like she would always gank after I retreated and was getting mana or just buying an item or whatnot, which that makes sense. She had like max MP5, so like she was gonna have way more mana than me anyway. But that's beside the point. So after like 2 times, she ganked over in right lane at least 4 times, 4 or 5 times. Okay, and in between those times, it wasn't only me, but it was also the other 2 teammates, which there was 3. They were telling them to ward right, and so like I would say about after 2 or 3 times of Chang'e going over there, they sent me a party invite. And normally when somebody sends you a party invite in that situation, they're going to talk shit about you. They're going to talk smack about you and give you and they ain't going to care about what you have to say. They're just going to talk over you and be disrespectful and be rude. So it got to the point to where it was like I knew they was going to do that. So I listened to what they had to say, and of course, they were talking over me, showing me a bunch of disrespect. I don't know what the problem is with people like that. I guess they need medication or whatnot. But anyway, so with that being said, they were saying that I needed to follow mid lane and that I needed to follow Chang'e everywhere she went, and that's crazy. Like, okay, for one, it is a video game. That's understandable. 2, there's no way that I could constantly do that, because that just makes no sense, because there's jungle camps that I gotta get to like the attack jungle camp means I was playing mid. I have to get that. I have to defend mid lane. I have to attack mid lane. There's other things that I have to do that I'm responsible for mid lane. Okay, I can't always go right lane or go left lane and do what they want me to do. I can't do that. Okay? There's no way. They have to be able to hold their own. They have to know how to play the game and how to counter-react something so that they don't get ganked. And here's the thing. If they would have just warded right, they wouldn't have died so many times from mid lane. JJ, come on. I'm recording a video. It's going to be a while. He's got Nerf guns. We'll play with the Nerf guns later. Right now, I gotta make this video, okay?
Dad, this is not Nerf guns.
Yeah, well, okay, that's fine. But right now, I gotta make this video. This is important. Go show mommy what you got. Go show mommy what you got. Don't put nothing in there that don't belong in there, because then it might break the Nerf guns. Oh, okay, JJ. If you break it and it don't work, don't cry to me. That's all I'm saying. Let me finish this video. Good God. JJ, he don't like to listen sometimes, but it's okay. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So they sent me an invite, and they were telling me to follow Chang'e, like I already said. And then they start bringing up the kids, because apparently they overheard, I believe it was Lucas. If you know me at all, then you'll know who Lucas is. But anyway, if not, Lucas is the second youngest that we have. Okay, he's until Braden's here, which is our newborn. That's going to be coming here shortly, about within the next month or so. So anyway, so he was talking smack about Lucas, because they overheard Lucas in the background, and they were saying that he wasn't a smart kid and he was retarded or something, and it just pissed me off, Because he knows nothing about my kids. First off, he knows nothing about my kids. Second of all, an innocent child that's not playing a video game has nothing to do with the conversation at hand. That they should not even have brought anything up. Period. And maybe they're the type of guys who don't like kids. Which that's their problem. I love kids, which is why we're about to have fourth child, and then we're done. But yeah, so like, with that being said, why make a comment about someone else's kids and just throw? And not only that, they were also saying, "Well, you need to take care of your kids. You need to take care of your kids." And it's like, dude, you know nothing. You know nothing. You know nothing about what goes on in this house. Just because I play video games doesn't mean shit. I don't have to explain it to you. Honestly, I don't even have to explain it to the world on YouTube. I don't have to explain it to anybody. I really don't. And I'm not gonna. Because that ain't right for me. That ain't right for them. They're in the wrong automatically for even throwing up kids in a subject that doesn't even belong. Okay? So, whatever happens to them, they got what's coming to them. So immediately after that, I said my statement that I can't say here because it instantly made me mad. Like that was like a button you just don't push. If you're a parent, you understand where I'm coming from. So with that being said, I said my sentence. I let it out. It felt good after saying it. And then it was like, you know what? I'm not going to listen to this no more. So what I did was I already muted them and I blocked them, at least one of them. I reported at least one of them. By the time I got to the second one, they already kicked me out of the party. But yeah, and I already told you the gamer tag names and how to spell them out. The first one that I did mention was hold on, I gotta look at the paper here. Was the Primate 3666? Okay, there might be a space in between the E at the end and the 3. So if one doesn't work and you want to report them, which I recommend that you do, because most likely what's going to happen is if you're a Smite player and you're on any platform, you can be matched up with these guys, and they're really toxic. They are really, really toxic. If you don't do what they say, then it just instantly triggers them. Which I recommend that you instead of listening to them, because they're most likely going to get you to lose the game because they want you to group gank all the time, and people like that just aren't very good. Like there's a time to group gank and there's a time not to, and if you're going early game and you can't even manage, if you can't even manage your own towers, then maybe that's a time. I don't know, but it just depends on what's happening in that game. And use a clear use help make sure you have a clear mind and make good decisions for yourself and the team. Don't be selfish, and if somebody is requesting you to ward right, don't, or ward left or ward mid, don't be selfish. I mean, if you can afford it in the game, okay. If you can't, then don't worry about it. Get it when you can afford it. But like just be respectful and have a clear mind. The other thing I wanted to talk about was this Dr. Disrespect deal. Okay, now why? Here's my opinion on it. Okay, Dr. Disrespect apparently just got an anonymous ban from Twitch. Okay, lost 25. I believe he lost a $25 million deal with Twitch. Okay, what's for one? That's a lot of money. For two, with this Mixer thing going down, I guess Mixer's going down on the 22nd or whatever. I don't know why there was no announcement on Xbox at all. I guess it's just some weird freaking rumor. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. But anyway, so with this Twitch ban, apparently they're searching in the past for shit that they've done. First of all, let me just say this. Twitch, let me just say this. I'm talking to you now. First of all, you should have done that when it happened. Okay? Any kind of punishment, when it happened, that's when you should have done it. You don't do it now and then look back and be like, oh, okay, well, so many months ago or so many days ago or so many weeks ago or so many years ago, this guy did this guy did that. No, that's not the right way of doing things. It's not. Trust me, I'm not that big of a fan of Dr. Disrespect, but I don't get me wrong. I enjoy his content. Don't get me wrong, but there's just sequences where he's just rude and ruthless, and he's not really trying to be. It's just his character. Okay. First of all, if it's part of his character and you knew all about it from the moment that he made that character, you have no right. I don't care what your disclaimer is on your freaking contract. I don't care. Why would you wait until now to ban somebody for shit that they started right when you signed with them in the first place? That makes no sense. None. And if you're trying to make a budget gap for Ninja and Shroud, I believe it's Shroud. I know it's Ninja and Ninja and Shroud. If you're trying to make a budget gap for them two, let me tell you something. You screwed up with Ninja. I guarantee he's not going to forget about that. As far as Shroud goes, I have no idea. I really don't. I really haven't watched Shroud as much as I have with Ninja in the past. And let me tell you something. I know about you, Twitch, screwing over Ninja and him being in the hole. And when he went with Mixer, he got out of that hole. He got out of there because he knew you were ripping him off. I don't think he'll even think about he won't take a second to decide about going back to you guys. Because I wouldn't do it. If I was in his shoes, I wouldn't do it. After you ripped him off of so much cash or whatnot, or whatever the situation was, I definitely would not go back to somebody or support somebody who ripped me off. No, that's just stupid. They'd be foolish to even go back to you guys. So I don't even know why you're doing the shit that you're doing. It makes no sense. Now, if somebody did something, like if Dr. Disrespect did something today, let's say he's not streaming today, obviously, but let's just say he was streaming today and he got reported by somebody. You don't wait months later to act out on it. If you're any good, if you have any good at your feedback reporting system or whatnot, then you would take care of it on the spot. You would have somebody working on it at that moment. Not months later, not days later, not weeks later, or not even years later. You would focus on it at that time. So obviously, you don't know what you're doing, or you don't have enough people that knows what they're doing. Something's going on, and it's fishy. And I would never go to Twitch. After hearing shit like that, I will never go to Twitch. I will never support Twitch. Ever. And if anybody's watching this, I recommend that you don't support them either, because who knows, they might screw you over. If they're gonna screw over Dr. Disrespect and Ninja, shit, even Tfue, which I believe that's a different subject, but anyway, if they're gonna screw you over or them over, they're most likely gonna screw you over. Maybe not right away, but someday they'll screw you over. And here's the cool part about the Dr. Disrespect situation. All his sponsorships are still sponsoring him. So it's on Twitch's end. It's something on Twitch that they don't like. Instead of, confronting him about it, as you should, especially if you have a big ass contract like that, and you know that you've supported or had him a streamer for years to come. Or years, even months or years, whatever, you know what I mean. That came out wrong, but you know what I mean. That's what you should be doing. You should be trying to get that situation under control rather than ban. That's You're pushing it. You're pushing it. Another thing I wanted to talk about is, well, this Mixer situation. I mean, like, what's wrong with Mixer? Nothing. Nothing's wrong with Mixer. I enjoy Mixer. There's times where I get in the Mixer and it's very rarely because I've been watching YouTube and a lot more than I have Mixer. But there's nothing wrong with Mixer. Like, I enjoy Mixer. I really do. Like, I enjoy it. You know, there's content on there that I would never suspect to be anywhere else. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's some on Twitch, but I'm never going to support Twitch. And apparently there's a new streaming thing called Brime, and I haven't checked that out yet. So I can't really say about that. I've never checked it out. And apparently Microsoft is going to Facebook and streaming through Facebook. I mean that's okay, but why not keep Mixer up? You know, like, why not keep Mixer up? Like, you know, there's people that are using Mixer. Shit, if I could stream through Facebook, that's cool too. Like, shit, keep them both. Keep them both. There's no sense in getting rid of one just to do the other. No. Like, if you already got hundreds and thousands of people in Mixer, then keep it. You know, like, just keep it. Don't ruin it. Don't ruin it for everybody else. But, like, if you wanna, you know, throw an idea, well, let's go to Facebook too. You know, then do it. Do it. I guarantee there's shit I'll stream through Facebook because that'd be cool shit. To have people just watch me on Facebook. I like that. I like that idea, but I also like the Mixer idea too. If there's a reason where it's a budget thing, then I can't. Then that's beyond my thing. But yeah, but like if you can keep them both, like keep them both. Well, anyway, the main thing I wanted to address is these two guys that are on here already been done. So if you ever see these guys, especially if you're a Smite player, be expected to deal with toxicity. And I'm not talking about System of the Down toxicity album. I'm talking about, like, they're really toxic. So just to forewarn you, report them. Like, report them, mute them, whatever you got to do. That way you don't have to deal with it. But yes, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this content. Hopefully you enjoyed the things I wanted to talk about, the things I wanted to address, and whatnot. So, with that being said, well, just to throw this out there, Arctic, if you watch my videos, I'm not sure if you got the previous thank you for the one video that you did. From Osiris there. I know it wasn't a very good, scary one, but thank you for checking that out. Like, I appreciate that. That was very, very, very nice of you. And on another side note, Arctic Kicks is a really good, mature guy. He's a really good, mature guy. I enjoy watching his content. I enjoy listening to him. He's very, very smart, very understanding. If you guys don't know who he is, just go on YouTube search, type in Arctic Kicks, and with a Z at the end. Good guy. So, with that being said, guys, thank you for watching. Hopefully you leave a like and subscribe. Notification bell when and if that time comes. Keep an eye out for these two guys and try to be respectful to one another. It is really bad times this time. This year in 2020, it's very, very bad with the pandemic and everything else going on. So, you guys, be respectful to one another, stick together as one unit, as one nation, and stay safe. Peace, guys.